Halloween, this is Hannah Conforto.
And I'm Keely Fetters.
Welcome to the WHBS TV
Friday Morning News.
On Paper is a band made up of Westlake High School students. They just released their first single, Only Hope.
Hi, I'm Aubrey, and I'm with the On Paper band. How did you guys come up with your band name?
In our group chat, we were passing names out, and I think Julia said, I've got some written down that I can send to you guys. And Jonas, the other member of the band, when she said written down, he thought of On Paper.
I wasn't really paying attention to the group chat when it happened, but I woke up and that was the name of the band, so I was fine with it.
What type of music do you guys make?
Indie rock, but we take inspiration from a lot of different places. I think we make music for people our age and people with the same kind of ideals.
Tell me about your song, Only Hope.
The main guitar riff that starts out the song, I had written 8 to 10 months previously. I think at our first rehearsal, I kind of brought that one up, and then we just pieced it together. Jonas came up with the other guitar parts, Julia played the bass part, and Jay came up with the drum part.
And he wrote the lyrics.
I can only hope my death is sweet, as the world crumbles beneath my feet.
When did you guys form and how?
We were at a cross-country team dinner, and I heard KJ's playlist, and I'm like, this is like awesome, do you play? And then we kind of just started talking, and I ended up joining.
I've known KJ since 6th grade.
Right now we only have our first single out. We'd like to release another single, maybe a 2-track single in the coming months. We'd like to release an album at some point. It really just works like magic, you know, bringing something that you had written to another group of people and just being able to work with them and hearing maybe some things that you wouldn't have thought of yourself that they would add to the piece is really cool.
This Tuesday, November 2nd, the 20th anniversary Company D Showchoir Festival is being held at Westlake High School.
So on November 2nd, we have our 20th annual Showchoir Festival.
What is the Showchoir Festival?
So a bunch of high schools from the area come along and they show us their performances and their themes.
What are the high schools that are coming this year?
Berea Mid Park, Rocky River, Mayfield, Strongsville, and Westlake.
Nice. And what is your theme for this year's concert?
Our theme is Summer Playlist.
Show up, there'll be a ticket table at the door. If you bring in a children's book, you can get $2 off your ticket.
When is the concert?
7 p.m. on November 2nd.
Auditions for Company D will be held the last week of January. More information to come.
This is Megan Wacker with your weekly sports update. The girls soccer team finished their season on Monday, ending up with a fantastic 13-5 record. The boys soccer team won their district semifinals on Wednesday. They move on to the district finals tomorrow at noon in North Royalton. They are 12-1-3. The GLC champion volleyball team remain undefeated as they won the district semifinals on Tuesday. It is now on to district finals for the first time in school history. District finals will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Midview against Amherst. They are 23-0. Girls cross country took 5th place at districts. Sarah Pear was district runner-up and broke the team's record. Ellie Irwin finished in the top 10. Boys cross country placed 7th in districts and for the first time since 1999 advanced to regionals. Both boys and girls cross country will compete in regionals tomorrow at Boardman High School in Youngstown. Girls at 3, boys at 4.
And the football team finished their season with a 21-6 victory over Parma. Their season record is 4-5.
Hey, welcome back to Movie Talk and happy almost Halloween. I'm Mason Cruzy.
And I'm Miss Corrado, and today we'll be reviewing the 2018 horror film, A Quiet Place.
A family must fight for survival in a post-apocalyptic world where creatures hunt by sound. So recently on our WHBS TV Instagram, we posed a poll of 4 movies. So we will be reviewing today A Quiet Place because you asked for it.
So when I came into watching this movie, I was excited because it was supposed to be a different sort of horror film. And then after watching it, it falls into every single stereotype by trying to be something that it clearly isn't. The entire movie is silent. The silence does make for some very thrilling action scenes, but I think for this, the one thing this film does right, it does so many other things wrong. I think Krasinski made it a little bit too easy for himself, and I can't view this film as anything else besides a passion project for him.
I couldn't disagree more.
This is going to be interesting.
John Krasinski is able to craft this machine that builds suspense and keeps it cranked to the max, keeping you on the edge of your seat, practically holding your breath.
No, I don't want a film that's driven by John Krasinski's directing.
But I think he does a great job.
I think he had too much work.
In order to keep up the suspense, but too much work, but there's one concept in this movie, and that's that we have to be quiet, and that's the suspense, and it's executed perfectly.
But I don't think Krasinski and Emily Blunt have that level of physical acting. They're not convincing
I think they
me.
can do it. I connect to the characters. I think that all of the actors actually did a great job, making me feel connected to the characters.
I don't feel connected, but how do you do that with no dialogue? No, and I hate
that's the point. It's so well done.
I don't think it works.
My favorite scene, it's absolutely the scene where the mother needs to give birth in a world where you're hunted if you make a sound. It is done in such a great way.
My favorite scene is the intro. Their youngest son, Bo, gets this little space toy, the space shuttle. He presses it and it makes a noise, and you see John turn around and the look of horror on his face. And you see him sprinting towards Bo, and you see this kind of like shadow figure in the woods go towards him, and it's this race to who can get the bow first. It has a really strong beginning.
This film is a 9 out of 10.
For me, it's just a dead 5 out of 10. That's about just the lowest I'll go for a movie like this. It's just so boring.
That is the lowest score we've ever had on any Movie Talk ever. Well, this has been a very interesting episode of Movie Talk. I'm Mason Cruzy.
And I'm Miss Crow. Remember, there's always something new waiting for you at the movies.
And have a happy Halloween.
Here are next week's college visits. Tuesday, Ohio Wesleyan University, Wright State University. Wednesday, Shawnee State University, SUNY at Fredonia.
To stay up to date on the latest news regarding the Green and White newspaper, make sure to follow them on Instagram at GW Newspaper 20 and Twitter at GNW Newspaper.
Ski Club will be having an informational meeting Monday, November 8th in the PSC at 7 p.m. Please attend with the parent.
This has been Kaylee Fetters
and Hannah Conforto with the WHBS TV Friday Morning News. Happy Halloween!